Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Flawless Fatherhood. Listen, I'm going to just say it straight up. I'm the best father's rights advocate out there. That's right, yours truly here, Mr. 50-50, here at Flawless Fatherhood. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been sitting back and doing a lot of reflecting here lately. And I'm just going to be honest with you. Listen, I'm going to try my best not to make any waves. I'm not knocking anybody's way of going about things, because I get it. You could go about, it makes sense to attack this fatherless narrative and this system at various different angles. But I'm going to be honest with you. There are some father's rights advocates out there. Nobody's attacking the system how I'm attacking the system. And when I say, listen, the object is to keep you out of the courtroom under negative pretenses. That's the basis of Flawless Fatherhood. So it's handling your business on the front end, educating yourself as a father, married or not, married or unwed, to where you know how to navigate and secure your fatherhood on the front end and secure it so you never lose it if the relationship dissolves. Again, people, listen to me. Look at me in the face. Understand, if you secure it beforehand and you understand how not to lose it if the relationship ends, you will never have to be out of position once the relationship ends and then have to fight for it. It bothers me when I hear people say, oh, you got to fight for your kids. You should fight harder. It really chaps my butt, too, when I see a lot of these women in these fathers' rights groups coming from a woman's perspective. You don't know, most of you, vast majority don't know what it's like to be alienated. You just can't attack, oh, we'll do this and just cater to it and kiss their butt, kiss the mom's butt. No. You think that I sit up and I have a 50-50 joint physical timeshare, week-to-week timeshare with my youngest son's mother because me and her were unwed when we had our youngest child? Do you think she preferred it to be 50-50 joint physical custody? No. She was married prior, just like I was married prior. I secured my kids as the primary parent, and she secured her kids post-divorce as the primary parent. So you think that she didn't want her son, the son we share, the majority of the time? Of course she did. But I wasn't passive enough to allow it. I had to finesse the system and to finesse her. And it's not about really finessing. It's doing what you have to do and establishing your place in the child's life. Listen, I know a lot of people we've been fooled into, signing a birth certificate. This birth certificate only, it's like you're basically saying, you're admitting that you're the father. And the birth certificate does not offer you an unwed father time-sharing rights. It only puts you on the hook for finances and being able to financially take care of the child. That's it. Zero time-sharing rights. From the time the child is born, the mother is the custodial parent. Period, point blank. How do you change that? Well, thanks for asking. I'll tell you. This is what I call when an unwed child is born. My plan, my vision, my focus is to be able to get unwed fathers when the unwed father and the unwed mother are going basically through this honeymoon stage of having a child. Everything's sweet. You done cut the umbilical cord. Oh my God, you're there you're on leave from work and you're helping take your support. Guess what? When that child's like 2, maybe 3 weeks, you need to be heading to the courthouse with her in hand and going to speak to the local person that's down in the courthouse that has something to do with family law. And just say, hey, listen, here's me and my significant other, you know what I'm saying? Here's our beautiful child. Is there anything that I was supposed to sign, anything we're supposed to do as far as with rights or anything like that? Now, they'll tell you if you ask, but the system isn't programmed to where, hey, look, we're going to look out for these fathers. No, because they want to separate, they want the family to be separated and the kids to be away from the father so they could be subject to all the life's negative things that the life has to offer, you know? like mental illness, runaways, high school dropout, the high rates of those type things. But my point is, you secure it on the front end, meaning you go in there and you ask the lady, or whoever's behind there, normally it's your lady, and she'll tell you, hey, okay, well, you guys aren't married? No, oh, we're not married yet, this and that. Soon though, whatever, however you want to spice it up, right? And then she'll say, okay, well, because you guys aren't married, well, you need to take this form, and you need to fill out, you need to do these highlighted things here, and you need to open up a case and establish paternity, get a joint custody agreement, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. You'd be like, oh, well, we're together, they'll say, well, this thing still needs to be done, so, both of you can have custodial rights. What it's doing, what she's saying is, you establish paternity, get a joint custody agreement, and so you can become a non-custodial parent, so you can be a custodial parent, on the same level as the mother. Until you not only establish paternity, but get a joint custody agreement for 50-50 joint physical custody. So many men right here like, I got 50-50 custody. You got 50-50 legal custody. And guess what? 50-50 legal custody really means nothing, because she can buck you and just say, I don't care what you say and do what I want to do, do what they want to do anyway. 50-50 joint physical custody, because when you got 50-50 joint physical custody equal, you got pretty much equal timeshare. And so at that point in time, you have the legal custody as well, okay? So listen, guys, you have to do that on the front end. I call that the Flawless Fatherhood 30-day rule, okay? So it's basically doing that early when everything's sweet and the mother and father has the best interest of the child at mind. You know what I'm saying? They're on good terms and they have the best interest of the child at heart. So you get it done then. So then you have it established that, hey, the child lives with both of us equally, yada, yada, yada. If y'all in different spots, have that annotated. Live with me for this week, live with her for this week. It don't matter if y'all flip-flopping days, do whatever you want. But on paper, it needs to have that you guys share the child equally at your residences, equally, equal timeshare. I don't care if you do week to week, every 2 days, whatever you do, you need to have it established. Whatever you do outside, okay, I'm not a lawyer or all that type of stuff, an attorney. But let me tell you something. I got my youngest son, 50-50 joint physical custody. Not because they wanted it that way, or the mother wanted it that way, or the system wanted it that way. Excuse me, because the system didn't. It's about, what is that child used to? What is that child used to? And my youngest son is 12 years old. He was used to being with me, living at my home as much as the mom from the day he got out of the hospital. That is what it's all about. What is that child used to? That's why when so many husbands leave the home, right? And they leave the home for a separation for, I don't care, 2 weeks, 2 months. They're going to look at, well, what is the children used to? Oh, the children are used to the rapport with the mother, so let's go ahead and keep it that way. I even never signed a birth certificate. That's why, to me, I feel like F the birth certificate. That birth certificate ain't worth the freaking paper that it's printed on. I never signed one. So how do I have my child 50-50 joint physical custody? Because I established that the child was with me as much as it was with the mom for the good year and a half that he was alive before I actually opened the court order. I don't want you guys to do it like I did it, though. I want to say I got fortunate. My youngest son's mom, she has a career. She wasn't going anywhere. She was here. She was working pretty much local in town in a career that she's been at for 20 years. A lot of you guys sit up here and you got women that barely work or work at 7-Eleven or could just up and bounce whenever they want to go. Let's say if she was like that, she could have up and bounced and went to Maine. I'm located here in Florida. She could up and bounce and go to Maine, and guess what? Now I have to chase and follow her because guess what? She didn't have nothing established here. She has a mortgage here. She has everything. She's good to go. So I got fortunate in that sense, but I don't want you guys to do it my way because you might not be as fortunate as I did, and somebody might run off on you. The baby mama might run off on you. But establish paternity and get a joint custody agreement beforehand. I say I'm the best father's rights advocate because I am proactive. I'm proactive. I don't sit around here, I got my freaking shades on with rose petal sunglasses on. Oh no. Me and her always talk about that we're gonna be there forever. You live around comfortable, knowing that you're vulnerable because you haven't got your rights on paper. well, no, everything work out. I ain't gonna make no waves. That's stupid, weak, and soft of men to do that. Soft. Men are cowards. I don't want to make no waves. Because you're putting your stupid pride or her feelings or your feelings above the best interest of your child. You guys are soft. You worry about money too much and worry about, oh, I don't know, next time she might not give me none. F that. Who cares? Who cares? You'll find out about a woman if she don't want to give you joint custody or listen, that was to give you one joint. If she won't want to agree, giving it to you. Do you think I had to sit up here and ask my baby mama or my ex-wife, and hey, you think I could get the child? No, I don't put myself beneath a woman when it comes to my kids. Now, beneath a woman when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, grabbing some hips and working it out, yes, but not when it comes to no freaking kids. Ooh, yeah, I would have freaking punched these dudes and they let me stop before I get demonetized. Scratch that. No, I don't want to punch anybody. I get hyped up about this. Listen, it's so much. Hey, guess what, mothers? If you got kids, you got a baby daddy, you might be sorry, you might not be sorry, right? But that's the thing. Guys, you got to handle this on the front end because once women start getting child support, they don't want to change that. Listen, I wouldn't want to give up $600, $700, $800, $900 a month if I'm already getting child support. And I was getting child support from my ex-wife. I wouldn't want to give it up. I'd be like, yeah, you get more time. I don't have to come up off this bread. That's probably what I'd have been like. I don't know what you're going to do with it. I know, as for me though, I know I got to keep I knew I had my kids' best interest in mind. That's why I would have said it. You have to be proactive. And I'm not in the business of going in the courthouse trying to file this, man, listen, nobody don't want to do that. Nobody want to do that. You got people, oh, buy my book. You know the reason why you're not getting a timeshare is because, you're not telling the judge what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? All this type of stuff. Again, put yourself beneath to be like, can I please? You think I ever had to ask a judge, please? No, I put myself in a situation where they couldn't take them from me. You guys better wake up. You have sons and you have nephews that are gonna be alienated fathers, and their kids are gonna be taken away from them because they don't have the information that you're subject to and you listen to right now from Flawless Fatherhood. I'm not gonna make this video too long, but listen, at the end of the day, I'm sick and tired. I'm gonna go into it a little bit more, man. I'm getting so sick and tired of these dudes trying to sell their stupid books. And they're trying to be like, oh, you got to go to the court, you got to do this, you have to, no, don't you have to, what's the word? I can't get the word. No, man. You have, listen, I do the work on the front end so you don't have to back it. And if you don't, listen, let me tell you something. I'm trying to help you guys. I got mine already. I have mine. These freaking stupid neon lights that says Flawless Fatherhood, they're back here because I'm trying to help you guys. I have the remedy. It's like having the cure for cancer. And I'm trying to give it to the world, but no. The world's so freaking blind. I ain't got none of my stuff up here, none of my little props. Walk around here with shades on like Stevie Wonder with a stick. I just want to trust what the government tells me. As if the government has your best interest in mind. It doesn't. Okay? We'll talk more about it later. But I'm the freaking truth. I'm not trying to sell a book. It's just out of time too. A lot of times it's so stupid because people see, oh, well, you're selling something, so it must be some value in it. I just want to freaking help you. I want you to get the same results I got. That's the problem, though. We're too fixated on, well, if nobody ain't got a price tag on it, it ain't worth nothing. Maybe I might need to start putting price tags on something. But I don't think I would want to do that though, if I'm actually actively helping someone personally to do something. But the information I want to give away for free, but it's valuable as all outside. Sorry to make this video so long, man, but I be passionate about this. I need to see likes and freaking comments on these videos. And if I don't feel motivated. And then if I don't feel motivated, then guess what? To make another video because I don't see likes and engagement, it's because, hey, the people that I'm talking to don't value it. So then I'm not motivated. Look, it's not just me. You guys got to be able to help wind me up so I can help spread the freaking information. Flawless Fatherhood, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. You must be proactive. I'm the one that's trying to handle things on the front end. So unwed fathers and married fathers, that's another thing too. These married fathers think, whoever you find a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. Was she a good thing when she divorced you? Was she a good thing when she took half of your stuff? Was she a good thing when she took the kids and said negative things about you and kept them away? Was she a good thing then? Guys are freaking sheep, and you believe this stuff that's put in front of you. Believe what you see. But see, that's the problem. They don't start believing until it's too far, until they're broken already. I went through a marriage and divorce. Was it freaking fun going through a divorce? No. But I realized, what do I want to value? My wife, hold on to my wife. My wife at the time wasn't my freaking blood. My sons was my blood. My sons were my blood. Let's see what's back here. Hold on, let me see something. Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna show this in another video too. This is a picture of me and my sons a little bit after, forgive the frame, you know what I'm saying? Post-divorce. Okay? Signs of a new father there. Man, look at that trim face and everything. Man, look at that. They're about 9 and 4, somewhere in that picture. Okay? Just evolutions of my single fatherhood. Here's another picture, a little bit older. You know? As I raised them as a primary parent, their mother had visitation. And there's nothing wrong with their mother. Their mother is not on drugs, not abusive to them and everything else. I just ensured that no other freaking man was going to raise my kids. And my third son, through an unwed relationship that I have 50-50 joint physical cuts of. Hey, look at that solid picture right there. Look at that solid picture right there. Okay? That's my legacy. Do you want a legacy? Do you want to always have a position of your kid's life? Because you don't know what these women are going to do, especially in today's society with all this freaking internet and validation and social media. You don't know what they're going to do. People could change their minds like that. Not just the women, men too. You might love her the most moment, but then you might still love her, but you got another vision. How are you going to secure your kids? That's the only thing I care about is the kids. I don't care about your money. I don't care about none of this stuff. I care about the kids. Because the kids need to grow up to be the best version of themselves. And they need to learn how to secure their freaking kids. But if that's all they got is a father sitting up there whining, or they got a mother that really don't care because she ain't worried about it, she only going to feel it when she become a grandmother, but then it's going to be too late. This is what I'm here for. Flawless Fatherhood, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I have the answers. I don't know all the stuff that's in the code. I don't give a crap. I didn't need to know that in 2006 when I got a divorce and initiated the divorce. And I became the primary custodial parent, and the mother had a visitation, and she paid child support in for them. I didn't need to. I was 29 years old. And their mom is good to go. She's remarried. She's got a third kid just like I got a third kid. Okay? So I'm trying to tell y'all, man, you got to protect the people the ones that you love. Ladies, if you're watching this, you need to protect them. I know we all know people that we love and care about that are unwed, that don't have a custody order in place. They're at risk. I'm the best father's rights advocate out there, and I don't like to toot my own horn. But guess what? If I got to keep saying that, for people can say, who's this keep saying that they the best? Guess what? Maybe they should be able to tune in. Because nobody's talking like I'm talking. Everybody's talking, oh, after you get screwed over, do this. No, you don't have to get hit in the mouth by the system. Who wants to wait to get hit in the mouth? That's insane. Look, man. The proof is in the pudding. Ain't no father's rights advocate out there that has secured their child through a marriage and through a marriage and through a divorce, and have been successful securing his child through an unwed relationship, 50-50 joint physical timeshare. I went on both ends of the spectrum. Common sense. You play within the rules, but you play by your own rules. I'm done yapping. I just had to get behind this freaking camera and say something. I'm going to try to shoot a couple YouTube shorts today, but I'm the best father's rights advocate out there. I won't kiss the government's butt. The laws don't need to change. Our behavior and our knowledge and understanding how to maneuver as a father needs to change. Okay? I don't need to know Roe's verse such and such and such that happened in 1890. I don't give a crap. I don't care. I just know that, hey, if we need to break up, we finna break up. I'm not going to let you take the kids. I wouldn't leave you. I want a divorce. No, honey, let's work on it. Oh, I'm taking the kids. Get out. Okay, well, kids, I'll be back. You're crazy as hell. I ain't leaving out the freaking marriage at home, and I didn't. You want to go, you go. But guess what? You ain't taking these kids. Bam, calling 911. What? That's what I did. You guys are cowards. We got to start using the same freaking things that women use. They get to call the police, put a restraining orders and everything, but guess what? Men get hit on all the time but don't want to get a restraining order. Guess who did it? Guess who did it? I did. Wasn't the first time she did that. We grew up together, so she's very comfortable with me. Talk about my ex-wife. You know, we went through stuff together. We met when we were 16. I went through some stuff. Women are very comfortable putting their hands on you. But when we're going through a divorce and everything's kind of messed up and we head into a divorce, putting hands on me is not going to be allowed. And I did what I had to do. I built up a mountain so high, she couldn't climb it. But guess what? We're great co-parents, so. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. And she's thanked me several times for the job I did with our two sons. With our oldest two. But you have to be man enough to put your kids first. Don't buy into this logic of, oh, my wife is first. Okay, sure. Fine. When you're in a marriage and everything's fine. But when it's on the rocks and a breakup is imminent, she is no longer the priority. Okay, that's my point here. It's so much, man. I need to get to where I'm doing lives. That's what I need. Because get just sit behind the camera and click it. I need lives. Because I have man, if every single man knew, current or future father, knew what I knew now, it would eliminate this fatherless narrative. Eliminate this single mother freaking doggone epidemic. I swear by it. Flawless Fatherhood. We hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Let's go! Let's freaking secure these kids. Peace out.